those, and certainly in the finals, we got nothing but a TVZ waiting for us because what's happening in the bottom bracket, we got, you know, Polt going up against
Keen.
Boom. Cannot wait.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. TVZ final. I'm looking forward to it. But in any case, guys, we have a ZVZ happening here. This is the second map of the series, and it's happening on Daybreak. In the top right, or pardon me, bottom left, top right, whichever. Where the hell are we going?
I don't care, man. You're trolling Hoppid right now. You choose.
I know, we're having fun with this. In any case... In any case, in the bottom left of the map, we have we have Life. It is Life playing as the Red Zerg. And in the top right, we have the boss, Sniper.
MvP.Sniper, a good little Zerg player, got a really, really strong late game. I mean, he's got like a weak early mid game versus Pros, but a super strong late game. And he's got a really good Zerg versus Zerg, and everybody has a good Zerg versus Terran. But in the bottom left, we have Life, who's just shown his colours, and throughout the entire of the qualifier, his run has been impressive. Likewise has Snipers, who managed to beat down Squirtle, you know, potential favourite from taking this entire qualifier. But on Daybreak, we are going to be experiencing a macro Zerg versus Zerg once again. Both players will most likely play the greediest form of style here, not expecting any early pulls, which is hatchery into extractor into spawning pool, where you can go hatchery, you get speed out as well at a really good time as soon as the spawning pool's ready. If they do go spawning pool early, it's just because they are a little bit cautious in case of any spawning pool comes down, because if you go extractor then spawning pool, you're basically being asked. You are asking for it, man. You are asking to be early pull, but as you see with both these guys who drawn in all the way to 16, man, they are loving life.
Yeah, they're not too worried about it. It's a big map too, so you have a lot of time to see anything kind of coming at you. Yeah. The spawning pools go down at pretty much the exact same time, and this is a replay of the first map essentially, seeing as how both of these players sticking to their guns, they're going with what worked, and wow, it's actually completely mirrored for the time being. So we can't make any early calls yet, ladies and gents, just you know, kind of sit back and enjoy the show of both of these Master Zergs macroing it up.
And just your full macro mode. Spawning pool before extractor, just fully concentrated on getting that mineral increase as long as possible, and then get the extractor later on, which is still a decent speed timing, but not super sick speed timing. And to be honest, I am still in favour of the Nurture style, where he still goes 14 spawn pool 14 extractor on any map. I think that kind of control centric play is pretty awesome. But the thing is, though, that both of these players are more than content with playing this super macro focused style. Queen heavy, double queens coming out, and I guess we won't see any aggression, you know, until a lot in the mid stages here. I wonder if we're going to see Sniper be a little bit cautious, you know, getting Baliness before speed, something that we saw Live take full advantage of, getting earlier roach speed, getting earlier +2, yada 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 yada. And I think that Live in the previous game had so much more information, scanning information, and was able to always get the upper hand over his opponent.
He did manage to get in there and see that Baleen Nest, for example, to start things off, and then as you said with the Infestation Pit, so always just kind of a step ahead of his opponent. That information is so very crucial, as you all know. In StarCraft, it's all about what do you know, what is your opponent up to at every minute of the game, and whoever has access to that is going to pull ahead.
And Sniper didn't have access to that because he didn't have speed early on. That's basically the biggest difference between these two guys. But this time it's actually equal. They have speed at the same time, and then there's the defensive Baliness too. We do have a Spinecrawler coming down.
So one deviation there, because for the time their Baliness must be down exactly at the same time here watching this.
Yeah. Just the Spinecrawler coming down. It's a couple of drones that you may not have, so even though the Sniper's loosened up a little bit here, he's still got that Spinecrawler down, which you don't technically need. It's just a safety thing.
Exactly. At the same time, it's for peace of mind, I suppose. You just want to make sure that you're covering all your bases, because you don't want to lose to any random crap that comes at you. If all of a sudden there's something out of left field and you weren't prepared for it, you would feel so silly if one spine would have made the difference.
Both layers starting pretty early once again here. Just rushing straight up to layer, knowing that they don't need to stay, off layer. There's no reason not to, and they'll most likely just go straight up to tech. Whether it'll be Infestation Pit or Spire, it's most likely Infestation Pit, with nobody looking to grab all the gases immediately, and on especially a map like Daybreak, which allows crease spread relatively easy towards the third base to defend it from enemy to play with queens, infestors, or so on, and especially spore crawlers can move left and right, and up and down, should I say, rather. So that's most likely what we're going to see.
Take me down to Funkin' Town, yeah. In any case, yeah, exactly. We do have the macro coming, and we'll see how things unfold here. We do have all gases taken for all of these guys, so whatever decision they decide to make, although for Sniper, one of those gases is not being used. Okay, finally he puts drones into it.
And we actually do have a spy come down. So this is going to be pretty interesting. So let's see what we're going to see from Sniper. Whether he goes Infestation Pit again, or whether he goes for a spy of his own. And it is actually going to be a Spire. Wow, okay, so Spire versus Spire play coming out here. That actually plays into the map really well, because if one of them had thrown down an Infestation Pit, I think that guy would have had an advantage over this, unless all of a sudden the Muta player was somehow able to snap the third base. But with both of them going Spire, means that we're going to have this crazy battle around the third base, around the gases, around the Mule control around the map, and actually Spire play is really fun when both of them do it, but the one disadvantage from the Spire play, if you lose...
You lose.
Let's think of it of both of them being on pretty much level playing field, aside from the +1 missile attacks and bailings that are being made.
That's the one thing, yeah.
That takes away from the actual Muta count as we see these bailings explode, is that if you lose the Muta advantage and you start to fall behind, it's pretty impossible to recover from.
That's the one thing, it's the nightmare. If you catch yourself just 1 second behind in that Muta war, one Muta down, it doesn't even matter. It's just so brutal to make a comeback from that. And we already have the Mutas in production, so 5 on the way for Life, as he is busy working away on that third base. Can't lose that Baneling to just 2 lings, though. He needs to be careful about that.
Well, he's got more coming, I think. He's got a lot more back at home. But the thing is, Life has a third, which means 6 gases compared to Sniper, who has 2 and only 4 gases. So right now, all concentration from Sniper is on killing that third base. Whether he delays his Mutalisks, he should. He should be getting on that third base. He cannot allow that to get up there. And with Mutas out, all of a sudden, I don't think he can even stop this base from going staying alive.
The Mutas are going to be able to put a stop to this fairly quickly here. The Banes, I mean, he's not going to sacrifice the Banes on the hatchery, and so now that aggression comes to an end. We have 7 Mutas on the way for Sniper, but already Mutas have already begun production. You know, I mean, we have Life already producing Mutas. He's ahead in Mutas. If he decides to go ahead and poke forward now or clean Overlords up on the map, this just puts him further and further ahead, and it becomes more and more difficult for Sniper to claw his way back into the fight.
This is so big by both of the, for Life to keep up this hatchery, and it looks like we are going to see Sniper try to get this down. He's got a handful of lings. There's a Baneling, 2 Banelings waiting. If he throws the 1 link, 1 goes down. I don't think that's good enough. Where are the reinforcements?
They're waddling their way down there, mate. Some drones getting picked off, though, and that is good. And look at this. We do have Lynx to the rescue, though, and it looks like they will be able to save the hatch. In the meantime, we still have these Mutas going across the map and hunting down Overlords. The flock is still bigger for Life, though. So if they were to come to an engagement, Sniper would just lose air domination.
Sniper's already given up.
Yeah.
He's already given up. He knows he's lost it. The hatch is down faster. He can get extra gases faster. He's already lost the. He just doesn't want to fight Muta versus Muta anymore. And oh god, is Life gonna get a cancel on this third base down here? There's nothing gonna protect it. If that goes down, that could be the game here and then, because he just will not have the economy.
Well, the Mutas are here. Will they be able to save it in time? Oh, he does. He does have transfuses.
It's very close.
Oh, wow.
He does manage to save that hatch.
But the Ling's still alive. They will make their way up to the natural. And we do have, even getting some drone kills as well. Any little bit helps here. And Sniper, he can't afford to give up a single thing. +2 upgrades on the way already, though, and that is very nice.
I mean, Infested Terrans are going to be great, Roaches are going to be great. Of course, the Queens have a little bit more damage output too, and he's completely given up. He's got 6 gases, and Infestor versus Spire, Infestors win. So, even though the third base is... Oh my god, no.
Yeah, he's going to come in here. The third base is going to go down. There's no way it's staying alive. There's no way. It was too low. Why didn't he put more transfuses? I thought, look at that.
That's true. He
had a lot of transfuses. He could have just boosted it back up to 50%, but whatever.
I was going to say, Infestors versus Spire, Infestors win, apart from when you lose your third base.
If not 2
Spire
base.
play wins again.
And the thing is that, look at this. Pathogen Glands hasn't even finished yet, so those Infestors don't have Fungal. They only have Infested Terrans.
Oh man, that sucks so hard. And right now, Life can be happy. He's got a Hydra Den coming down. He's gone over to Roach Hydra. He's got +2. He's stopped his Muta production because Mutas they've got what they needed. They've killed Overlords. They've now destroyed a third base. That's it. And then just go back to equal playing field, but with an advantage, if that makes sense. Equal units, more advantage.
This is a nightmare.
This is really, really bad for Sniper. Missed Fungal on the Mutas as well by Sniper. A 4th base going down for Life, and Life is just outplaying it.
He can't contest it either. Sniper can do nothing about this. He just has to hold on and try and make this.
Is he going to get a cancel again or destroy it again? Oh my god, if this goes, he's actually just going to
go for the drones.
He knows he can't bring it down, I guess.
But you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, Life has had his third base up for longer, which means more roaches, more infestors, more of everything that counts, basically. And he's just going to have a bigger punch when it comes down to it. And now with the fourth base on the way as well, it's just going to be so very brutal.
Queens are going to make their march. This is it. I think this is it. He's just going to say, screw it. I have to kill him now, otherwise it's too late. And it ain't going to work. It is not going to work to get so many units out.
No, those infestors. Oh, he can't catch those infestors. Watch out. If he gets a fungal on those infestors, that's going to be pretty big. Although, look at that. Sniper getting a good hack here. Managing to snipe a few of the infestors and some roaches as well. So good damage going out onto Life's forces. And this is actually looking fairly solid as the transfuses coming into play from those queens as well.
Yeah, nice little attack there by Sniper. Catching a bunch of units on there.
But yeah, three base.
The economy, the three bases, the Hydras is still there. And if Life commits with slow units, no creep, he'll die. Yeah. You know, he knows it. He doesn't have enough units there. He could have gone for a power pack punch, but did not work.
He had to outright murder that force to be able to, you know, contend with the reinforcements, and it's just not going to happen.
And so he takes a fourth base now, and no queen on that third base. There was lack of queens around. A macro hatch thrown down because of the lack of lava now, and a Hydra March, which is always embarrassing as the opposing Zerg to see Hydras walk across on creep. You know you're far behind if Hydras walking on creep. This is really difficult for a Sniper.
Some nice fungals going down though. That's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to buy time to try and get some units out to defend against this, but it's just so much. The cancel goes down on the 5th, and now the creep, you know, it's his own creep that's working against him because all of a sudden those Hydras are just skimming across.
And they're at +2, equal upgrades, but higher DPS from Life's army, of course, the Hydras. No infestors though. Infestor count is pretty higher in terms of Sniper. There is the +1 carapace, as you said.
About to wrap up
which will help out, which may actually be enough, especially
this choke. Look at this. This is it. He's not getting good surface area at all. Those infestors really coming into play for Sniper, and that's the worst kind of engagement that Life could have taken, actually.
Yeah, that's really nice. And the reinforcements coming in for Life will help out, but Sniper's still good. He's still got a lot of infested. 22 roaches of fourth base down.
Yeah,
22 roaches incoming. He's just got such a better economy.
If he keeps using that infestor energy, he just keeps poking in there, he can afford to take some losses. Life, or pardon me, Sniper can't. Like, he can't afford to give up a single unit right now. Everything matters to him.
6 more infestors. Very infestor heavy. Sniper playing on the defensive, knows his opponent's units are going to be clumped up rather than being on the aggressive, which is a smart decision. And if he grabs anything there, that's going to be great. Oh, is he going to grab anything?
He should.
Oh, you missed it too fast.
Just barely. Oh, I'm going to take the fight. Oh, bit of a sandwich happening. Not quite enough to back it up. There we go. The fungal's going down, but there are more fungals for Sniper. He should be able to take this engagement. He will be forced back. Yeah, there's too many.
I mean, he can take it, but there's just too many roaches and overwhelmed just by superior numbers. Knows his opponent.